a lot of people talk about being out of balance, and it's a big conversation in our society. It's like, I need to get in balance. I need balance. And if you talk to people and you really go further to find out, like, what do they mean by that? Or what do I mean by that, for that matter, of like, I'm out of balance or I need more balance. Usually it's balance between, okay, I need to make sure I get in enough exercise. That would be 3 times a week or whatever is what that person thinks they need to do. I need time with my family. That's what we now refer to as quality time in our society. I need time for myself. And of course, I have to then take care of my survival needs, which means, I have to do laundry, I have to clean the house, or not. Maybe I'm running some big, huge corporation and I have a lot of responsibilities, and I have someone who cleans my house and does my laundry. But in any case, whatever it looks like for each person, there are things that, really need to get done on a day-to-day basis that take up time, obviously, and attention. And attention is very important here, because that's where I believe is really what we need to look at when we go deeper into, or take a deeper cut at, like, what does it mean to have balance in your life? It's like, what are you putting your attention on? And terms of your survival, actual survival needs, your actual survival, and your attention on your creative abilities, your ability to create, your freedom to create. And so one of the things that I'm practicing and have been practicing, and that I'm going to recommend people to practice, because when you say, I don't have enough time, you're actually, what you're doing is you're keeping yourself from finding your balance. Like, that's upfront, straight out saying, why even bother saying I need balance or I'm finding balance? All you're really saying is, I don't have enough time. And when you say, oh, you don't have enough time, it's a warning. It's not a warning. It's like a make it to be kind of a little, like, trigger to remind you that that's lack mentality. Anytime we say enough, not enough, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough intelligence, I don't have enough support in my life, I don't have enough resource, I don't have enough of whatever, is lack and scarcity consciousness. And you deserve way more than that. And if you're in lack and scarcity consciousness, and you're into the not enough time, not enough this, you can just forget about your dreams. Like, your dreams and inspirations are getting buried, they're getting put on the back burner, they're being shelved, and there's sometimes so much not enoughness and so much discouragement that you actually have shelved your dreams to the point of it. You really don't think that they're important, and that you just forget them sometimes altogether. Like, you forget you ever had any dreams. And you might even say to me, Kelly, I really just I don't know what my dreams are. I don't have any dreams. And so what this work is that I've been doing, that has really been so important in moving me away from being in survival mentality, lack and scarcity mentality, not enoughness, not enough time, not enough attention, not enough love, not enough support. All of that has been, just completely, these are the tools that we're doing in this workshop are the tools to balance you between survival and get you out of your not enoughness and into, like, being more aware of, like, it's choice. I have enough time. I've got to choose where I want to put my time. And sometimes that takes a lot of support, because you've got to train your attention. So first of all, you want to do the questions that we do in this workshop. And second of all, you want to catch yourself every time you want to say, I don't have enough time. And just don't make yourself wrong for that, but catch yourself saying that, and then, back up like you would away from, like if you were approaching a fire, a bonfire. Some people do like to walk on fire, so we're not going to even go down that direction of, fire walking, okay? Or there's another thing that's gotten real popular about playing with fire, but we're not going to go there. We're just going to say normal, ordinary, everyday. If you walked up to a burning fire you would back away from the fire. And or other things. There may be better examples, but the point is that you want to back away from I don't have enough time, just because, not because it's a wrong thing to say, not at all. Because vibrationally, what it does is it takes you down into, lack and scarcity consciousness. It brings you into survival mode instantly and keeps you away from, it holds out away from you your creative mode, your thriving mode. So if you look at it as just, there's two things that are going on all the time, and neither one is better than the other. Both are like necessary. You have survival instinct. You need enough money. You need enough food. You need enough shelter. You need enough love. You have survival instincts. They're valid, extremely valid. As long as you're in a physical body, having a human experience, you will have survival instincts, and that is a good thing. However, the survival instincts that go on amok, that run amok and keep you in lack and scarcity, are what cut you off from thriving. It's what cut you off from the other aspect of what you came here to do, which is to be balanced. And again, that word balance, be balanced between being a creative being in a human body in a three-dimensional world. You want to keep being able to create, and create what? Your dreams, your visions, your purpose. And so it's just really awesome to take time every so often, and in a group, it's way powerful to sit down and ask the questions and write out the questions that either bring up old dreams or old passions or old like talents. Like one of the things that I've done in my life to keep my thriving alive in the jungle is that I love dance and I love music. Now, it's not anything that I intend to ever make money off of per se. Never. I mean, like, I'm not interested in competing in dance. I never have. I'm open to that. Someday I may say, yes, I want to go do that. I want to take all those dance lessons with a dance pro and enter into one of the big, contests with my dance pro and like, just dance a lot, because you really have to dance a lot to go into competitions and be successful. It's not just a hobby. It's a whole athletic, Olympic type of, effort, and it takes a lot of time. And that's not what I choose to do with my time right now. But on the other hand, it keeps my passion intact. It keeps me happy, at the level of like, it's a self-expression for me. And so I've danced for years. I dance to dance because it brings passion in my life. It keeps me balanced. It keeps me intact with my, like, that life is really just awesome. That's one of the things that I love. I love it. And so how do I know that? Like, what had me sustain that and keep that as a part of my life over the years is the questions, like the questions that we'll be asking in our workshop. It's, what brings you joy? And you don't always have to make it part of your living to make it feed into your living. So eventually dancing and movement and music also kind of helped me create Jane in the Jungle. It's kind of a part of Jane in the Jungle in a indirect way, like it's in the spirit of Jane in the Jungle. It's like, yes, there's music and there's excitement and there's movement. And yes, when women get together, what do? Well, if we're really into thriving in the jungle, we're going to turn on music and dance a little, like we're going to take an opportunity to celebrate and kind of, move to music. And so this workshop is really about, not just about coming in and finding out like, how do I take my passion and my, all of that and make money off of it? It's more inclusive. It's very expansive. It can be anything that makes your life more about thriving in the jungle and having a balance between your actual survival in the jungle and your thriving in the jungle. It's about you are enough. God is always wanting to invoke you into some inspiration, and you are everything that God made you be and want to be, and that you are a blessing, that you actually make a difference. Your life counts. You matter. And so that sometimes can actually really, need to be revamped. Like, we go through many stages of our life where we are, hitting a whole new era in our life, especially I think it's very pronounced for women who've been moms, and pronounced for all women. You enter into new stages of your life. These questions are great for that. You lose track of your dreams because you go through some major circumstance. That's part of surviving. Putting you back into survival is huge circumstances. Losing a job, losing a parent, losing a loved one of any kind, can set you into emotional survival for however long it does. And so it's like, these questions are so great for navigating through your whole entire life, moving you in and out of every stage of your life, and getting you back through maybe what would have taken longer to get through, as in grief or, some huge life change, instead of being stuck and kind of like resigned for a long period of time, getting you through into the other side of it sooner, quicker, faster. Because really, I do believe that we are supposed to thrive, like we are supposed to have joy and enjoy our lives. And really, if you want to make a big difference in the world, and you're not coming from a place of thriving and joy, the difference you're making is probably very limited. That's what I found anyway. So as everything else in the jungle, it's very important to address your personal happiness and joy and thriving. And it's also to the point of that it's so expansive that it's really connected to the difference that you make in the world. Like, it's every time you are fulfilling on your expansive and expanding being here on this planet, you are serving the world. And there's no way that you can't also be connected somehow to your happiness and your joy, making the world a better place in some significant way, for real. Like, if it's, because you have grandchildren and you're like, well, we really need more women in this world leading because I've got a granddaughter, or it's like, where is it? It connects somewhere for you in a bigger purpose, a bigger way. And so thriving in the jungle frees you up to make the maximum difference in the world. And also it gives you complete permission to have everything you want in your life, like to have it all. And that is why I love this work, and why I want as many women to join the jungle in this inclusive effort to really own my own voice at the same time encourage other women to own their own voice, which means own your life, own your power, own your time, so that you can choose where you want to put your time. And that has a lot to do with where your attention is. Is your attention on surviving in the jungle, or is your attention balanced between, yes, I do need to survive, and I insist on thriving? Okay, let's have a community of women that mirror to each other, how incredibly powerful, great, and massively talented and creative we are. And that's what Jane in the Jungle is really about. And that is something that I haven't, up until now, have not been expanded enough ongoingly to really express passionately and boldly, like get online and just say it like I just said it. Woo! Woo! So there you have it.